Matt asks, how come some have tusks and some don't? And how long does it take for them to fully grow? This is a great question. Let's see if we can answer it. So today we are talking tusk versus tush. And we don't mean those beautiful elephant bums. What are tusks? Tusks can ideally be considered continuously growing teeth that protrude and extend beyond the mouth of an elephant. Tusks are modified upper incisors that grow throughout an individual's life. They are composed of ivory, a material similar to bone that is made primarily of dentin, a hard calcareous material, and phosphate. The upper 1/3 of an elephant's tusk, where it is embedded in the bone of the upper jaw, is mostly hollow. This is the pulp cavity and carries a single nerve. In an adult elephant, about 2/3 of the tusk is visible, while the remaining 1/3 is embedded in the socket, or sulcus, in the cranium. Permanent tusks begin to appear between 18 months and 2 years old, and they are usually about 4 inches beyond the lip by the age of 3. Baby elephants are born with 4 milk teeth on each side of their jaw. These small teeth fall out after about 1 year. After the milk teeth fall out, baby tusks emerge. These are temporary tusks that fall out between 6 and 13 months of age. The tusks of females usually stop growing after puberty, but the tusks of males may continue to grow. Large tusks are the result of rapid growth, not longevity. Elephant tusks grow in layers, with a new layer added each season. The cross-section of an elephant tusk has a unique diamond-shaped pattern called engine turning. Both male and female African elephants usually have tusks. However, the tusks of a male African elephant are generally longer than those of the females. Male tusks are attenuated or curved outward from tip to base, while female tusks are more slender and uniform, except at the tip. Permanent tusks grow continuously at the rate of about 7 inches per year, reaching lengths of up to 8 feet for adult African male elephants. African elephant tusks are curved forward again and can weigh around 50 to 100 pounds each. In Africa, there are super tuskers. Super tuskers are rare genetic variations of male elephants with tusks that weigh over 100 pounds each. The longest tusk ever recorded was 11.5 feet long and weighed nearly 265 pounds. Super tuskers are typically between 45 and 55 years old and are extremely important to the species for spreading genetic diversity. Sadly, there are only approximately 30 super tuskers left in the world. Okay, let's talk Asian elephants. The tusks of Asian elephants are generally smaller than those of African elephants. Asian elephant tusks can grow to be over 8 feet long, but on the average they are 3 to 6 feet long. The longest tusk ever recorded was about 10 feet long. Asian male elephants that do not have tusks are called makanas. Female and some male Asian elephants can grow small tusks called tushes, but they are rarely ever visible unless the mouth is open. Nearly 50% of female Asian elephants have tushes. The purpose of the tushes in a female elephant is essentially rudimentary, as they are not long enough to uproot trees or shave bark off. Tushes are smaller, more brittle, and have a different composition than tusks. Tushes are usually only an inch or 2 long, while tusks can grow to be 2 to 3 meters long. Unlike tusks, tushes do not have pulp inside of them in the dentine cavity. Once broken, tushes can grow back, but only if the root of the tush remains intact. It grows back slowly and insignificantly. Here's a fun fact. Elephants normally prefer to use one tusk over the other, much like the human's concept of dexterity, and the more used tusk is called the master tusk. This tusk also experiences more wear and tear as compared to the other tusk. Okay, let's talk tuskless. Sadly, we are forcing evolution on the African elephants. African elephants are evolving to be tuskless due to the intense poaching for ivory. This evolution has occurred in a relatively short amount of time. During the Civil War from 1977 to 1992, the elephant population in Mozambique was disseminated by poaching. Fighters on both sides slaughtered elephants for ivory to finance war efforts. Before the war, about 18.5% of females were tuskless, but after the war, that number rose to 33%. Although most ivory comes from poaching African elephants, Asian elephants, the tusked males, are also illegally hunted for their ivory. Conservation for both species is so incredibly important because once they're extinct forever. As of January 2024, there were approximately 415,000 African elephants remaining in the wild. Their populations have been declining dramatically over the decades. The main reason for the decline of African elephants is poaching for ivory, but also habitat loss. There are fewer than 50,000 Asian elephants left in the wild. The main threats to Asian elephant are habitat loss, poaching, and human-elephant conflict. Sadly, Asian elephants are not just poached for ivory. They are also killed for their skin, their hair, and meat. There are many ways you can help protect both of these species of gentle giants. You can follow groups and organizations and share their information. You can donate to them. You can talk to people who are traveling in the airport. You can tell your family and friends. Many ways to spread education, spread awareness, and help support the groups and organizations that are trying to preserve and conserve both the African and Asian elephant. As always, we hope this answered your question. Thank you for watching, listening, and learning. We do truly appreciate all of you, and we appreciate your engagement and support. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share, because that is helping spread awareness about these gentle giants as well. If you have a question about elephants, drop it in the comments and we will get to it as soon as possible. Again, we appreciate your support and watching. We wish you the most beautiful day.